Hello.
What up? What up?
It's so dark. You like it look like it's a club in there.
Oh, I'm in the studio.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's good. Making some hits.
always, man, always.
That is so good. So I'm really glad to have you on here. You are actually like my first producer that's on
Hey,
here. So it's gonna be really fun and figuring out like the producer world because I respect the producer world so much because you know in music world to me you guys kind of you're like part of the glue, like you have the artist, but if the artist has no music then you know
that's true.
I mean, and then you can do acoustics and stuff like that, but it's nice to hear different types of sounds.
Yeah, I agree. I agree, definitely. There's
Yeah,
some you can do some acapella stuff, but it's not the same. Oh,
right.
somebody said can't see your face because of the
Can't see your
lights.
face.
All right, is that better?
Yeah, there you are.
What up? What up? What up?
So what's up, y'all? Y'all already know who it is. It's your girl, Stinny Dina, staying with the gang, and we have MLB Productions with us. Major League.
What up? What up? What up? What up? Hey,
Uh,
y'all.
so are you from? I noticed you live in Houston. Are you from Houston?
Yeah, I'm from out here.
Around there. So, how long have you been producing music?
I've been producing for about 7 years, going on 8 years.
Okay. And what made you want to get into producing music?
I always played piano. I started playing piano
Yes, I love it. I
in
love
fifth
it.
grade. So I don't know, like I was working at Guitar Center, and I used to make beats on the computer. I mean, on the keyboard. And one of my coworkers was like, "Bro, you should start making beats." Like, and I'm like, I don't
That's
know.
good.
I was like, I don't know nothing about that. And he was like, "Bro, you technically
Right.
already making beats." And so I just kept it going from there.
Yeah, no, I totally get it. So, like, my mom, she plays the piano and she writes, can play and write music all the time. So I always ask her, like, how do these different styles just pop into your head? And then y'all can it just starts coming out. Like, I want that. I want to do that too.
I mean, I typically just kind of go off a vibe. Like, I go through like different instruments and different sounds in the piano. Cause like, in the studio, you have a keyboard, but you have plugins in the computer that can change that
Right,
into like a million different sounds. So I don't know, like after doing it for so long, you kind of just, where stuff is and you can go find what you're looking for.
right. So I
So,
noticed that your some of the music you do, you've been doing like poetry
mhm.
like with your music. So what made you want to start doing that, incorporating
man,
the poetry with the music?
man, you know what's crazy is one of my coworkers from Guitar Center, her name's
Yeah.
Crystal, shout out Crystal. She used to write poetry all the time. And I was making a beat at the house one day and I was about to throw it in the trash. I'm like, whatever. And she was like, nah, keep it. I can spit poetry to it. But it felt so slow to me. Like it was just really slow and real melodic. And she was
Right.
like, nah, keep it, keep it. And I was like, all right. She was like, hook the mic up. So I hooked the mic up. And bro,
Hmm.
when I tell you she spit a poem over it, and it was like
Wow.
nuts. I was like, yo, this is dope. So
Yeah.
I posted it on YouTube. This is probably 2012, I think, 2013.
Hmm.
I posted it on YouTube, and I already had beats on YouTube, and I posted probably like 2 or 3 more after that. And I didn't go back to my YouTube for probably like 6, 7 months. And when I went back, it was like you have 180,000 views or something. And
Oh wow.
I was like, did I go viral? Like, did I embarrass myself or something? Like, are people making
Right.
fun of me? Like, cause I had like 200 views like last time I left. So
Right.
I went to go check, like what was popping, like what was going on,
Yeah.
and it was just the poetry beats. Like one had like 50,000, another one had like 40,000,
Oh,
another one had like 30,000, and I was like, oh shit, I'm on to something. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
people are really interested in this, and now we're at
Yeah.
almost 400 beats, I think, something like that.
That's amazing because I live here in San Diego, and a friend of mine told me about this thing called Black Expression,
Hmm.
and they do a lot of spoken word there. But not only do they do spoken word, like there are artists that perform live, sing or they rap, but it's nice to like I love spoken word, like to be able to like articulate your words and then articulate that with the music, like that's dope. And still get your message. It's like the music makes it more powerful with your message.
I agree. Like, I mean, I've heard,
Yeah.
I was always kind of into poetry a little bit, and I like to
Hmm.
hear people spit. But when I started producing music for poets, it just like, it took me to a whole nother world. I was just like, yo, it's some
Yeah.
talented people out here.
So, like, who all have you? I know you probably have a long list, but what are some of the people you have produced for, like your highlight?
Well, every major person out here in Houston. Um, I've worked with Keisha Cole. I've worked
Oh,
with
that's
Ray J on
dope.
some stuff. Um, I'm working with Breezy. I don't know if you watched the TV show All American, but she was on Empire as well.
I've heard of the show.
Yeah, she was on Empire as well. She was Frida on there. Well, I'm working on her
Oh, okay.
album.
I know her.
Yeah, I'm working on her album right now. I
That's
got a
good
nice
to
little
hear
list.
because she's fire. I love the way she rap. Like she's dope.
Yeah, she's dope. She's man. I got some stuff
She
right
is
now with her.
dope.
She is.
I was like, don't take my baby off of Empire because her rhymes is dope. Like I needed her to stay on there.
Yeah, she's super
That
dope.
is amazing. Like to be able to work with these people. Like when you first, like when do you think was your first like when you produced for like that one major person? You were like, wow, dang, I finally got to this moment. Like who could you say that person was?
It was two. All right, so
Okay.
just the first one was just Brittany, and I don't know if you know her, but she was like the queen in like Texas. Like she was like the biggest
Okay.
female artist in Texas, and like I met her manager like through email. I used to email a lot of people's managers and send out
Mhm.
stuff, and he hit me back like randomly one day because I in my emails I would always my name, my producer name, my phone number and stuff. And he called me one day. He was like, "Yo, what's up? This Major League?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Hey, Brittany's about to record to one of your tracks. Um, come pull up at the studio." And I was like, "Oh
Wow.
shit." You know what I mean? Like, I was like, I don't think I was
Wow.
ready for this. And so
Right.
I pull up there and we've been like super dope ever since. It's been crazy.
Wow.
And then the second one was Keisha Cole, of course. Like,
Right.
I was watching her interview on the Breakfast Club, and she was like, I turned in my album, it's done or whatever. And
Hmm.
so I just tweeted her. I was just like, oh, it sucks you turned in your album. I definitely had some bangers for your album. So she hit me back on Twitter. First of all, like, what the fuck? So she hit me back
Right.
on Twitter. She's like, it's not over till the fat lady sing. I was like, damn. So I'm like, all right, well,
Wow.
send the email, just what's up? She DMs me immediately, send me her
What
email.
song did you produce? Like,
I worked
do
on
we
the
know the
Point of No
song?
Return. I worked on the Point of No Return album. I worked on her last little mini EP that she was about to drop and it never dropped. That's kind of the sucky part about working with major artists. They record so much and so many
Yeah.
songs. When they dumb it down to 10 or 12 for an album, picking out of 100 songs is sometimes it's just hard
Yeah.
to get on projects. And so, but that was probably like the dopest. And then I sent her some
Mhm.
stuff, and then nothing really happened for probably like 2 3 months. And then
Mhm.
she DM'd me one night. She was like, "I need your number." and I'm telling you, I damn near had a heart attack.
Oh
I was
my God.
like, I was like, oh
Wow.
shit.
Keisha Cole like, nah, bruh, give me your number so I can
Yeah,
call you.
yeah. She hit me and was like, "What's the BPM of the song and
Wow.
stuff like that." So she cut a record that night, and then probably like 6, 7 months later, she ended up coming out to Houston. I got to link up with her and all of that good stuff, and it was dope.
That's amazing. So who's like some people on your goal list that you would like to work with?
I definitely say Drake, of course.
Oh yeah.
Of course, Drake. Chris Brown. Um, I actually played on keys on a project he did with Ray J on track 10. On that project, I think it
Okay.
was OTB or something like that. Oh, something. Um, but I haven't worked with him personally. Um,
Yeah.
K Michelle, um, Eric Bellinger, anybody in the R&B game. Like I
Yeah.
work with
So
Ty
you
Dolla
so do
Sign.
you prefer like working more with R&B than you do like rap and like hip hop?
Absolutely, by a long shot.
Yeah.
By a long
It
shot.
shows with the poetry, like everything is just so, and it's hard to like, honestly, in my opinion, I feel like in today's time in music, it is really hard to find a good R&B song. And you know, there are a lot of good R&B songs out there, but it's like I feel like I miss the because I'm a '90s baby. I miss that old '90s R&B feel. And when I heard your poetry stuff, I got that. I was like, this sounds like that old
Yeah,
R&B back in the '90s type feel. I was like, yes, this is what we need.
I grew
I was
up,
like,
man.
I need that.
I grew up loving R&B. Like when everybody was listening to like Pac and Biggie and stuff when I was young, I was listening to
Hmm.
like Bone Thugs and Harmony, Faith Evans,
Mm,
Casey and JoJo. Like I loved
yes,
R&B. Like I don't know what it
yes.
was. It just connected with me.
Yes, like I could definitely like I love Sade. I could definitely see you doing something with that. Like
Oh, definitely,
that
definitely.
that's good. So I don't know, so just you as a person, like, you know, despite the music, like what do you like to do on a regular basis when you're not producing? Like what is your typical life like?
Producing.
That's it. Like, come on,
Like
you guys have to have a life.
I mean, I love water, so beach, of course. Like not out here in Houston because our beach is terrible. But when I'm in
Oh
like, I
no.
lived in Miami for a little while, so of course, like going to the beach was always dope. I like just being outdoors. Like I have 2 kids, and my son is like an outdoor junkie. He plays sports, so I'm
Oh
outside
wow.
with him a lot. And um, that's really about it. Like right now, I'm so focused on, excuse me, getting to the next level. Is like this kind of consumes me really heavy right now.
Yeah, no, I totally understand because during this time, you know, I was when I wanted to, like I say, when I wanted to start doing these interviews, I wanted to travel more, but like I've really been just focused on, you know, getting the people and, you know, what you're doing. Like, even though we're in this quarantine, we still want to know what you got going on. We want to listen to your stuff. We want to support, you know, there's a whole world still out there.
Absolutely.
So
This
I was
quarantine
like,
time is like perfect for creators.
it is
Like
like
it is perfect.
you know, I love to be like creative in anything. So when I get an idea, I just kind of roll with it and
Yeah,
just see how it goes. And so far, it's like it's going really well. Like I've met a lot of like good people and like my last interview, like the artist I had, one of her uncles was a like 3-time Grammy Award winner. And it's like you learn so much stuff about like you worked with Keisha Cole, you worked with Ray J, and it's like everyday people, you know, like and it's
yeah,
awesome to like hear these stories because it's just like, you know, I want to get there someday where I'm interviewing somebody like, you know, big. So it's nice to like you know, if you realize like what the impact a lot of people have that people just really don't know about.
yeah.
And
Absolutely.
it's yeah, it's nice to really, engage and, appreciate you guys, appreciate the things that you do when, you may not see it on a global scale all the time, but, it's really, really good. So
Absolutely,
I don't know if
absolutely.
everybody that's coming in, please go follow him. Like his poetry, if you guys are poets, enter. I don't know, are you having another contest soon?
I did the first one just kind of like, why not? And then like I didn't
Mhm.
know so many people was gonna do it. And then I was like, well, let me do another one. And it was like even
Yeah.
more people did it. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna kind of make this a regular thing. So I am gonna bring one back probably Monday or Tuesday.
Okay.
Probably Monday or
Okay.
Tuesday.
Because I definitely want to. I'm ready to hear them. So, have you been thinking about putting together like a? I know you probably have, but I'm just kind of maybe seeing if you'll answer the question. Have you decided to put all of your poetry entries into like a poetry mixtape?
I have two poetry instrumental albums out already. I'm going
Hmm.
to drop one with poets. I'm just trying to think of a name to where I can do like a volume one, volume two, volume three,
Yeah.
and just kind of keep it going. So once I come across the name, it's on. Like, I mean, I have hundreds
Yeah.
of poems from people, so I have the
Yeah.
content already ready to go. It's just finding, just coming up with the name. If you guys have any ideas, definitely DM me. Um,
Yeah. Because I honestly think like, are you looking for like a theme or just like a name and then like different, because you have certain poems who only write about certain things, that they're passionate about. So
that's
I
dope
don't
too.
know. That
That's
that is a brain teaser because that's a good thing to like the perfect name for it because it's something different. I've never heard of like a mixtape with poets. Like so I'm pretty sure there may be out there, but I've never heard of that. So
yeah, that
I
that that's a dope
definitely look
idea.
forward to that.
Definitely, definitely. That's
Yeah, I can.
I just gotta think of a good name and then we'll go from there. Definitely. But it's coming soon. I have the content. It's just
Yeah,
like I said, I really need a name.
yeah, definitely. So, like, do you have any other business ventures that you plan on doing, like merchandise or maybe something else outside of music?
I do want to start a chain of like Chick-fil-A's, wing stops. Like that's like my plan at the end of the year is to open up my
Yeah,
first franchise.
definitely investing.
I definitely want to start doing something like that at towards the end of this year. Pick up my first franchise and just kind of keep them rolling from there.
Yeah,
Um, I'm what I'm really trying to build is so I haven't talked about this publicly, so this is like a drop for you.
right.
I haven't talked about this, but I'll say this: I want to create this company called Poetry Over Beats. I've already started using the hashtag really heavy, but I'm trying to make a mainstream platform for all of the writers who do write poetry over beats. I think that would just be
Right.
huge. Like
That would
bring back
be,
like Def Poetry Jam, but like with
yeah.
music.
Oh my God. Yes.
So
Yes.
that's what I'm working on silently behind the scenes. I'm kind of getting the
That is
hashtag out there.
amazing.
I'm getting the hashtag out there rolling and going. And cause like somebody
Yeah.
DM me this morning was like, how do I be a part of Poetry Over Beats? I laughed so hard. I was like, that's so dope. Like people are seeing it. So
Yes.
once I
Definitely.
can get it like as a staple to where it's like it's all right,
Hmm.
it's well known. Now how can I take this like to the like a mainstream level? I think it'll
Yeah.
be huge because what I learned by doing the poetry beats is how many people actually write poetry. But in like
Exactly.
in every city, it's like a huddled up group. You know what I mean? It's like there's a poetry vibe in every city. Everybody has poetry shows and stuff like that.
Right.
But it's so like kind of hush hush. It's like
Hmm.
it's not popular. So I
Yeah.
kind of just want to make a real popular platform for it. Even like a really dope big website where people can share their poems and just kind of like a community thing. Like go post on other people's poems and talk about it and stuff like that. So I got some ideas. It's just kind of all over the place
I
because
love
it's
it.
so much.
Yeah, but I cannot wait until you get it done. Cause I'm gonna be there. Like, look, we gotta interview your business now. We gotta get it out there. Cause when you do it, I am there. I'm telling you, I cannot wait for that. Cause that's gonna be dope. Like, that
It's
is
gonna
something
come. It's gonna
new.
come. It's already built itself. I just got to
Right.
find a way to get everybody in the same place. That's why I started the hashtag poetry over beats. It's like, okay, if we can
Yeah.
find a name, that everybody can, relate to and create a
Mhm.
community for it, the work is
Yeah.
done from there.
That's what you should call that's what you should call the album.
Poetry over beats, that's dope.
Yeah. Poetry Over Beats, Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume. Yeah, that's what you should do. See?
There you have it. That's the name of the album
Stick
right
with it.
there.
There you have it.
There's the name of the album right there.
There you go.
And you named it.
Yay! I want my 10%.
I got you on by five.
Five, five.
Five.
That's great. No, I can't wait to hear that. You know. So how is like quarantine life been treating you as far as with the kids? Like I hear you say you have two kids. How are they dealing with it?
They're doing good. They're kind of getting sick of being at home at this point. It's like we can't really do anything. It's like
Exactly.
everything's closed, so you can't go anywhere. So
Yeah.
it's just kind of like, at first everybody's excited to not have school, but then when you sit in the house for 3-4 weeks, you're like, it's kind of
Are we
boring.
going back or what?
Yeah. So
Right.
they're definitely ready to, just be able to do something. And I like
Yeah.
doing stuff with them too, especially on weekends. Like we do a little bit of everything. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it kind of sucks. But for me personally, it's going great because I can come into the studio every day and
Yeah.
I'm getting, the opportunity to really just kind of focus on what I've been trying to do.
Hmm.
And I can get a lot of stuff done. Like the Poetry Over Beats album will be out within the next 2-3 weeks. I just got to do a little mixing and mastering on a few poets' work, and then that'll definitely be out within the next 2 to 3 weeks. I was
Okay,
looking for a title.
great.
It could have been
Now
out.
you got it. Hey, now you got it.
Now
Now
I
you
got
gotta
it.
get to it. So yeah, I hear what you're saying because like today was my mom's birthday.
Hey,
So
happy birthday, mama.
yeah, so like had to get creative because it's like not like we can go anywhere. Like the plan I have, I was gonna take her out, but I cooked and got her a cake and just kind of dressed it up at home. She appreciated it because she just turned 50. It's her golden birthday. So it's just like,
Hey,
dang. I was like, we gotta make it up because we supposed to be going all out for that birthday. And it's like we're stuck
absolutely.
in the house.
Can't
So
go
we're definitely gonna
nowhere.
so we're definitely gonna make that up. But we did what we could today. So it was great. Like it's been a really good day. Like has like so far your day's been really good because today has been really. How's the
Yeah,
weather been there though? Like, because
um, it's hot, and then we'll have like 2 or 3 cold days, which is weird. And
yeah,
then it'll go back to 90 degrees. Like it's been 80, mid 80s. We had like last week it was like mid 70s all week, and then
so
like
it's
it's kind
hot.
of frustrating. It's kind of frustrating because they'll tell us it's gonna rain like every day, and you kind of plan for the rain, and then it doesn't
Yeah.
rain. So it's kind of
Oh,
annoying.
that's what it's been like last week. It literally rained every day for 7 days straight. Like we had so much rain. Then it got cold. Then it was hot. Like, and then
Yeah,
it like was getting cold again. I'm just like, I can't wait for all this to be over so we can all like I'm ready to go to album release parties. I'm ready to go to just go out and just like I want to be with my friends. It's my friends.
most yeah.
We're back.
We're back.
Is it better?
Yeah, it was like I haven't seen you for the last 20 minutes.
Really?
I haven't seen you. I couldn't see the comments
I
moving.
saw you just fine.
I didn't see like any comments. Like I just seen like you just scrolling for like 20
Really?
minutes. Yeah.
Wow, I was looking at you just fine. Like I saw all the comments on my end. Everything was clear.
I couldn't
That's
see
crazy.
any comments. I couldn't see nothing. I was just looking at myself, but I can hear you
Oh
just
no.
fine.
Oh, well, that's good. Well, guys, like I said, if you guys want to ask him some questions
Hey,
during this
Auntie.
time,
Hey, Jeremy.
y'all can ask him whatever you want to know. Oh man, it's been a long day.
How long have you had this company?
I literally kind of just started. Like I thought of the idea back around in October.
Hmm.
So I thought of the idea around in October. And so I was getting everything ready because I was like, okay, I'm gonna get some people and this is where I'm gonna go visit, or they're gonna come, travel to me. And I was, because I really it's a lot of times where I like find music and listen to music, and I'm just like, why isn't this person mainstream? Because they sound so much better than some of these artists that are mainstream. And that's why, and we
Yeah.
always say like, we always use the phrase, oh my gosh, he's underrated, she's underrated. So that's why I named it Underrated TV, for the people who feel like they're underrated and they need to be heard. Because, everybody has something that you got going on. So, I've been thinking about it for a long time. So to finally be able to even get it started, during the quarantine is great, because I thought this was a very creative way to get things going and to get them started, to when I could actually, like, when the quarantines and things are over, like the people that I have interviewed, I still want to go videotape them in their sessions, you know, because it was going to be a very broad content,
Yeah.
and once this is over, that's what I'm incorporating when I travel. Like, I'm going to videotape the sessions, you guys do the studio sessions, like, we're going to get to experience that, like, really experience of you guys and what you're doing. So I definitely can't wait to do that.
That'd be
So,
super dope.
yeah, I can't wait. And
How-
this gives me time because, I'm gonna definitely invest in some better equipment. And I'm still learning, when it comes to cameras, because like everything is just so different. Like I'm to the point to where I can do all this on my phone because it's clearer than like a handheld camera.
Oh yeah.
So it's just like, what's the point of even getting like a big camera if it's just gonna be clear on my phone?
Yeah. I
So
mean, the bigger some cameras are super dope. Like the ones that shoot in like 4K. I know you can get a real
yeah,
good one for 700. You should about 1,000. You
okay,
can get a great one. So
okay,
they're dope. But I mean, like say on the new iPhone, like shooting in 4K, it's like why buy a camera? You know what I mean? It's
wow.
like the new Pro Max, it shoots in 4K.
Oh, that's
But
good.
yeah, you can
And
shoot
I don't even, and I'm like hearing you say 4K, and I'm like, shoot, that's just a really good resolution with super clear. I don't know all the technical terms, so I'm like still learning. So one question we have is, what is one of your favorite poetry?
um. Oh, I got quite a few on it that I really, really like. I'll say chemistry. Chemistry is really dope. And it was
Mm-hmm.
just so weird. Like I made that like just sitting on the couch, just chilling, catching the vibe. And I posted it and I never thought it would be where it is now.
Um,
Yeah, that's definitely one of my favorite joints.
yeah,
It's
and
always
then
the beats that like I'm like, oh, it's cool, it's alright. Those are always the beats that go like 50K plus. Like
right,
really, like I have a beat on there that I hated. Like literally,
and everybody loved it.
like I wasn't even gonna drop it. I dropped it because I
Oh my
hadn't
god.
dropped in like a week or two. And normally I'm
Hmm.
like consistently like I drop every couple days. Sometimes I'm on an everyday wave. And I hadn't
Hmm.
dropped in probably like a week and some change. And I was like, oh, I dropped this. And I was like, I don't like it. That beats at like almost 200K now. I'm like, really, y'all? Like,
Right.
I'm like, really?
And then another question we have is, did you ever want to be a rapper?
I'm terrible at rapping and singing. Like I am terrible. Like
Oh no.
I mean, like back in the day, we would freestyle with the homies and stuff. But
Yeah,
if you've never been in that booth and like ever tried it, bro, that shit ain't as easy as it looks. Like I get people
right.
who come in and they sing to me, like, oh, I can sing, I can do this, I can do that. I'm like, okay, that's dope. But when you put them in there and
It
they
doesn't
see,
sound the same.
yeah, they're like, oh, this shit ain't what I thought it was. I'm like, yeah, bro, it's not
Yeah,
that.
because no, and it's so true. Let me tell you, so I went to Kansas State University for like 2 years,
Mm-hmm.
and they have a studio in their library because there are some music majors and people that that are studying music in college, so you can use the studio for free. It's like free studio time.
Mm-hmm.
And one of my friends had to do a song for he had to like do a song for his class, like one of his projects. And he asked me to come to the studio with him, and we both sung in church. I sung in the choir. I don't consider myself a soloist, or but I can hold a note and
Mm-hmm.
sing in that part. And he wanted me to sing on the song with him
Yeah,
that he was covering,
yeah,
and so I was like, okay, whatever. But once I heard myself recorded, like in that frequency, I was like, bro, this does not sound good. Like, I sound horrible. Like, I mean, if I was not recorded, I probably sound better, like, unrecorded. But I was like, we did it so many times because I was like, I didn't like it each time. I was like,
yeah,
I don't like it. Like, because he sounds great. Like,
yeah.
he can sing, but he still sounds good being recorded. And I'm just like if I harmonize with him, then it's fine. But if it's just me singing, whatever part he wanted me to sing by myself,
Yeah,
it was trash. I was like, bro, being an artist is not for me.
bro.
There's
You
no
know
way
what's
that I'm
funny? What's funny is you do have some people who are amazing at singing live, and then you have some
mm-hmm.
people who are truly talented at recording. Like it's a real skill. You know what I mean? Like at
It is.
recording, like you got some people who they're not that great live, but in a booth, like to sing on a beat in a song
Mm-hmm.
in the studio, they're like goats at it. Like you like, damn, bro, you so talented. And like
This is
so,
and it's great. Like, case in point, I love Ariana Grande in the studio, but when she sings like some stuff live, you
mhm,
can tell like singing live isn't her strong suit.
yeah,
Like if she's doing like acoustics, she sounds amazing. She
mhm,
sounds amazing live, but when she's like dancing and performing at the same time and singing live, you can tell it's not her strong suit.
yeah,
She's definitely sounds better, in the studio and definitely working her vocals there. So yeah, you definitely can tell the
you
difference.
could definitely tell the
But when
difference.
you can like artists like Beyonce that can do both, bruh,
That's a
it's
gifted
amazing,
performer. Like she's just like she's probably one
bruh.
of like top three greats of all time. Like as far as just artists performing.
Perform, and it's because I feel like she's been doing it for so long.
Yeah,
It's not like you know because a lot of artists have been singing since they were little, but she's actually, one of the few artists that have, because there was a lot of artists that were in groups like Escape. They were like 15, 16, 17 years old. And, Beyonce, and like I say, Beyonce started, really going mainstream when she was like 15, 16, and she was a
yeah,
teenager. So for her to be like literally doing it at that age on that kind of scale and like how powerful her voice was, and
yeah.
then to hear it mature throughout the years,
Absolutely.
bruh, she's a beast. Like,
People don't
I
see how
don't,
hard those artists train either, though. It's a
yeah,
lot of work that
it
goes into that
is.
behind the scenes.
Yeah,
It's a
and
lot.
like
It's a
a
lot of
lot of,
work.
and I tell people she did do vocal. It's not like she didn't do vocal coaching. Like, even though she sings well, she did vocal coaching too.
Oh yeah,
Like,
absolutely,
like you have to be a student, in anything that you do. You have to be a student. But
absolutely.
like, definitely, if you guys feel like you're singers, try to record yourself first before you get your hopes up, because it's not worth it. Someone said, have you had to pass on a production opportunity because you don't vibe with the artist? That is an amazing question.
My auntie is a genius. Shout out to
She
her.
is.
She's
That
out
is
in
an amazing
Atlanta.
question.
I read the question a few minutes ago and I was like, damn. Like, yes, yes. Like, it actually happens. I wouldn't say that often, but it happens kind of often. Like, I
Yeah.
used to make like the trap beats and stuff like that, the catchy stuff.
Yeah.
And as I kind of grew up and got a little bit older, it's like if I don't connect with the music, like I don't want to make something that I don't want to listen to. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And so
Because if you don't want to listen to it, why would someone else want to listen to it?
and so I've had opportunities to work with some people and it just doesn't make sense to me, my brand, or just my ears either. You know what I mean? It's like, nah, I
Yeah.
passed on this one. So yeah,
Wow.
I've definitely passed on a few opportunities.
But in the end, it always works out,
Oh yeah, oh
you
yeah,
know, because that's just your discernment. Like people, a lot of people don't have that gift. So like when you really can like decipher and be, your energy knows like, yeah, this ain't for me.
this ain't for me.
Like it knows. So definitely listen to that intuition for real. So I had another question down here. So it says, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Um, I believe Poetry Over Beats will be huge. Like it'll be a worldwide thing.
Mm,
I don't know what to call it yet, but
yeah.
it'll be huge. Like we'll have TV shows for it. There'll be
Hmm.
series. It'll be a lot. It's gonna be huge. Like just watching it grow from
Yeah.
nothing to 5 million views on YouTube.
That's
No,
amazing.
like no
That's
promotion,
dope.
no advertisement, nothing. Like to watch it do that.
And
Could
that's
you
how you know when
imagine?
something's for you, it's for you.
Yeah, like
Really.
could you imagine when you know what I'm saying? Like you get the right marketing behind it and the right promotion behind it. Something
Yes.
I'm definitely tapping into now. So
Yeah.
I believe, yeah, that's gonna be crazy.
Yeah. And the right people will come.
Yeah,
Definitely.
absolutely.
So yeah, that's amazing. Well, I am rooting for you. I am here for all of it. Like I'm definitely I will always support. I'm a very supportive person in anything. Like I love to support everybody. Like even if I tell people, even if it's just sharing, subscribing, like you know what I'm saying? Just if you want to watch it for 10 seconds, just do that because it counts.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like just do the little things you can do to support anybody. So is there any shout outs and last minute words that you would like to, give out
Shout
to the
out to
people?
all of the poetry writers out there. I'm about to make this a huge thing for you guys. We're gonna make it a mainstream platform. Um, Shout out to all the artists that I've been able to work with. Thanks for working with me. Shout out to Underrated TV, of course, for having
Thank
me.
you.
I appreciate that.
Yes. And I definitely want all the poetry artists to tap in. I would love for you guys to do some live poetry readings. That would be really, really dope. So,
I'm gonna
you
tell you
guys,
this, man. It's some sick people out there. Like,
so tap in, tell them to DM me, email me. I would love to have you guys do a live poetry setting. That would be very dope. I'm here for it.
I'll work with you to put that together because I have a lot of poets who follow me on Instagram, and
Yeah.
that's something I can post on my YouTube as well. We
Yeah.
could do that. Like seriously, we could put something together like that.
Yeah, definitely. I would definitely love to do the live poetry things because that would be really dope to do. And then like, if they want to rewatch it, definitely put it on the channel, on the YouTube channel. So yeah, I definitely we can talk after this and like get it all together. So y'all keep a lookout for that
That's coming.
because
We doing it.
that is coming. We doing it. We're gonna put it in the atmosphere. It's gonna be done, signed, sealed, and delivered.
We gonna
So
do it.
yes. So y'all go follow him on all social media platforms. Tell him what the name of your YouTube channel is so they
Um,
can subscribe.
on YouTube, just type in Major League Beats, and I'll pop up anywhere. Actually, just type in Major
Yeah.
League Beats, I'll pop up. Definitely check that out. Subscribe. Go like something, and y'all send me y'all stuff as well.
Yes.
Like I'll go like y'all stuff and all of that good stuff.
Yes, definitely follow Durated TV. Follow my main page at Pretty Spinny. My link to my YouTube channel is in my bio. This, if you missed the live interview, if anybody has missed it, it will be a video recap on the YouTube channel. So the link's in my bio. If you want to go back and watch it, it will be there. It was great having you. I can't wait to work with you. This is gonna be so dope. I'm so
I'm
excited.
excited. I appreciate you
So
for having me. When will this drop on YouTube?
I tell people give me a day or two because sometimes my you know how technology is, it be janky. So it takes a long time for it to like upload and do all that stuff. So because I always edit it as well.
Okay.
So it give me about maybe 48 hours and it'll be up. So about 2 days, guys. Give me 2 days.
Most deaf, most deaf. Thanks for having me. I really enjoyed
You are
this.
welcome. So you have a great night. Be safe. May your family stay healthy, and I will hear from you soon.
We're talking about the
Guys,
poetry thing next.
yeah, you guys have a good night.
Good night.